The master's degree in physics that retired Lieutenant Colonel Glodowski earned from the Creighton University Graduate School opened many doors for him in a stellar career serving his country. He earned 7 air medals for flying intelligence collection missions throughout the world, including night attacks during the first Desert Storm conflict. He was the first U.S. Air Force officer in 29 years to win top honors in the elite British Aeronautical Flight Test School in England. He has worked with the North American Treaty Organization, negotiated with military equipment contractors, and taught at the United States Air Force Academy. Today, he brings his discipline and intellect to students at Illinois Institute of Technology, teaching them how to apply physics in our daily life.
Well, I was able to progress in my Air Force career because of the master's degree, first of all. It opened doors. I was able to teach at the Air Force Academy as a physics professor almost immediately after that, and then having that master's degree and the technical background, I was able to get into the British Flight Test School program. I was in a job where I flew reconnaissance missions, and so we would leave for a month at a time. And so I worked with the faculties, telling them that, okay, sometimes I just disappear and I don't come back for a month, and is that okay if I come back and then take the tests and exams and turn in homework and things like that late? And they were able to do that for me, and without that there was no way I could have gotten the degree, so it was very important that they had flexibility and trust. I also took electives in things like remote sensing from satellites, and all of that stuff is pretty important when it comes to military technical requirements and things that we do that sometimes we can't talk about. What I remember a lot is that the professors there were very patient. They really wanted us to learn. They're excited about the subject as well, and so I try to relate excitement when I teach my students.
Al's experience in the Air Force is just a unique experience which many of the other faculty members haven't had, and so he approaches things from a different perspective and has more of a real-world experience.
So what's the direction of the force?
And his discipline, his own self-discipline, gets transferred into the classroom. The students know what's expected of them, and I think this is an important aspect of his teaching.
Everything that he does, the way he goes about his business, his professionalism, it's all about integrity. It's all about the highest standards possible and not compromising. And he always demands excellence, and it's something that's just embodies who he is he wants everyone to do their best.
There is a level of compassion for the students and caring for the students, and it's Al's personality that made me put him in charge of undergraduate advising. This is a tough job. You have to work with each individual student's needs. You have to show compassion and concern for the students, and I think Al's personality is perfect for that. It's not as though he's just doing a job. He's making changes, he's being creative. He's basically on top of these classes.
He may demand your best, but then when you're struggling, he'll work with you to try to bring it out. He'll work with you to try to find out what you need to do in order to achieve excellence and to achieve your best. Al is a born leader. That's just in his blood. It would be very difficult for him not to be a natural leader. He steps into voids. If something needs to get done, then if nobody else is doing it, he'll just take care of it.
I love teaching. And so, even though I gave up a career in the State Department, I still have a great job right now that I love coming to every day. I think that physics is pretty important for a lot of things that are going on right now. We're talking about green technology, and so technology is really based on a lot of physics anyway. We're looking at maybe going back into nuclear power, and so if they have a great base knowledge of what physics is all about, then for them to look at green technology and all those issues now where we're trying to conserve resources, all of that applies now, and having a good background in physics I think is pretty important. This stuff that we're studying right now is going to be what they're going to be doing in the future and making a pretty big impact on society as a whole.